Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the balls will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the catch. It's Napier. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Finding open areas. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Napier. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Irish! They put the first points on the board.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Lewis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. At the 40. There he goes. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. Touchdown ball! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking for space. It's Turner. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
There he goes. From the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Your will. That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At the 45, on his way. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Run in the red zone, it's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab over the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. To the air, it's Underwood. He spins that thing down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to blast their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looks as if he's going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Quick strike complete. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's in open space downfield. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking for a crease, it's Turner. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Quickly out to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Into the end zone. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will give them the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a... Turning it on! Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, it's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback. Same page, no dice, turnover on downs.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Trying to stop this guy has been a near impossible task. You want to become an Irish legend, like maybe the most legendary of all Notre Dame backs, George Gipp, win one for the Gipper. How about just running one with this guy?
Yeah, you want to win some hardware at the end of the season, too. Just keep feeding him the rock, letting him do his thing. Running the football with such success makes everything easier on offense. But when you can hand the ball off to the right, to the left, up the middle, have success, yes, please.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
On the comeback. Tackle on play. At the 31-yard line.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Takes a handoff. It's Turner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Punt is in the air. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Napier. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Got a man, it's Turner. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Defense wants to bring the heat. Dropping back, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Napier. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Give to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, man, we've seen